Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Greenbridge Community Housing Luton podcast. We're joined today by Sarah. Now, some people say it's Owen, some people say it's Owens. I don't like to get it right.
It's Owen.
It is.
Owen. I'm a singular Owen. I am not a plural. No one could stand two of me. I'm singular. I am Sarah Owen.
The Labour MP for
Luton
North.
Yes.
Welcome.
So, thank you very much. It's great to be back.
It is. It's lovely to see you again on such a glorious day. We need it.
It's so sunny. It's so hot.
Don't.
I'm not a hot girl. I can't I don't know. I like my grey girl. Grey skies. I'm an autumn.
Yes.
Sorry for all the summers out there.
Yeah. I don't mind the heat, but it has to be bearable. And this is not bearable. But we're not complaining.
Well,
or are you complaining, Sarah?
Yeah, no, I'm not great with this. We've got a clear split in our office.
Okay.
Between the summers and the autumns, and there's two of us that are autumns, and I am one of them. Yeah.
I am I'll sit on the fence on that one.
Oh.
Lots of things happening within the Labour Party.
Oh yeah.
Lots of things happening within Luton. Tell us first of all why the Labour Party for you.
I wanted to make change. For me, I watched my parents when I was growing up, like they were a nurse and a firefighter.
Oh right.
Yeah, and like having to work 2 or 3 jobs to try and make ends meet. Mm-hmm. The difference. I saw the difference in '97 as well because I was a bit older then.
Right.
The difference that my mum had in terms of work and the support that the NHS got was huge.
Yeah.
And my grandparents. My granddad was 101 when he died, and he was still a card-carrying member of the Labour Party.
Amazing. So he got his card from the Queen.
He did get his card from the Queen. Yeah. They got their wedding anniversaries as well from their Queen. They were together for so long.
Oh wow!
They were like the perfect
couple.
Yeah, they were the best, and they kind of gave me a lot of my education. Mum and Dad, like I said, they worked a lot. They worked shifts, nurse and firefighter.
I was just about to say, they're probably passing ships, right?
Yeah. So there were times where people would before the phones, it would just be. You'd be passing notes and things, and Grandma and Grandad did a lot of picking us up from school, feeding us, and Grandma used to sit me in front of the telly and make me watch Prime Minister's Questions and said, you will understand this because people fought for your right and my right to vote.
Yes.
And she's a big old feminist.
And
yeah, I owe them a lot. I didn't think I'd be doing this, not at that stage. It was just an interest. It was just in the background. Yeah.
When did it become more than an interest for you?
What you mean? When did I become a weirdo that knocks on doors? Yeah. I was 19.
I've never heard it described that before.
Oh, come on. I've got my friends will tell me they would at 19. Sarah, what are you doing? Oh, Saturday morning. What are you doing? I'm going out knocking on doors with the Labour Party. Yeah, I joined when I was really angry with the Labour Party. Like I said, it'd always been there in the background. But I was a student, and this counsellor, lovely Godfrey Daniel, he knocked on my door, and we had this big row about the war in Iraq. I didn't agree with what we were doing. And he said, if you don't agree with it, Sarah, you need to get involved and get more involved to change it, because it's harder to just shout from the outside. You won't change anything.
Yeah.
So I joined, and I was really angry. I joined in early 2000s, and I was super angry. I didn't do it out of joy and love. I did it because I could see my party that I identified with doing something I didn't agree with. And within about a week, I was out knocking on doors and understanding what it is to be a good local councillor. Like Godfrey just said, don't go to a meeting. He said, you want to stick pins in your eyes. And I was like, oh, okay. He's come out and meet people. And it was people wanting advice about where to get an NHS dentist, if you could get one at all.
Yeah,
it
still
was
can't.
Where is which schools are good?
Right.
When do their bins come out? They'd got issues about potholes or a broken lamppost, those sorts of things. The things that people could see when they come out of their door. And I was like, okay, this is really interesting. And I love people, so it was fun. Yeah.
So you were angry when you joined?
Yeah.
Did that anger then turn to passion, or did that anger then want you to make change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made me want to make change. And change is addictive, right? Once
It
you
is.
change
I love
something,
it. I know.
if you care about something and you change it, you don't sit there and go, oh, great, I'm done now. You think, what's next?
Next. Yeah.
What's next? What's
Yeah.
next?
Yeah.
For me as well, I could see great divides in terms of inequality for race and for gender. And for me, that was hugely important. I'm mixed race. My mum's from Malaysia. She's Malaysian Chinese, and my dad's white British.
Oh, wow.
And growing up in the 80s in a predominantly white area wasn't always smooth sailing, shall we say.
Yeah.
And I think it gave me... It wasn't until I started working in healthcare that I think my politics, the real life and everything else, and the racism and the sexism side of thing, everything combined. And I thought, no, I need to be able to change. I can change little bits. I said, but I want bigger change. And for me, that bigger change comes from politics. But politics is often seen as a dirty word. But for me, it's just change. Yeah.
Did you experience racism at school?
Yeah, I did. Like I said, it was predominantly white, seaside area. And I remember going to first day at secondary school. You know when you have like taster days?
Yeah, you just pop in, don't you, for a couple of hours?
Yeah. And you're like the smallest... I'm not a big person anyway, but I was you're like proper Diddy.
Yeah.
Something happens over that summer when you become year sevens.
Yes.
But they just grow.
Literally.
So it was just before then. And I went for that first taster day, and in front of me was this girl, and she was doing the old slitty eyes. She was putting like pens in her hair, doing the kind of fake Chinese accents and stuff. And there was another girl that kind of was doing the same. And I just thought, this is really boring. I've had this for quite some years. This is not new.
Right.
And also, I just didn't rise to it. I just thought...
Did that make them more angry because you didn't rise to it?
Probably. But then it kind of progressed, and I became friends with one of the girls. And this is for me, it's a story of hope. But one of the other girls, she brought a knife into school in the first year. And she said, she showed it to two of my classmates. And she said, I'm going to kill Sarah with it because I don't like it when the races mix.
Stop it.
Yeah. And I don't think we talk enough about how mixed heritage, young people in particular, what they face. You always feel like you're too much of something, but you're not enough of something else. And I love it because I'm just I get the best of both worlds.
Of course.
But sometimes people will judge you one way or the other.
Of course.
She just wanted to kill me because she thought the races shouldn't mix. Now, she's young. And this is before the internet, really. Yeah, I'm that old.
What age are we talking?
It was probably
11?
13,
Right,
12, 13, 14. And so I knew that's not come from her. It's not, that's come from somebody she'd heard. But still, I didn't really believe it. I didn't say anything to my parents. It was the other girls that said to their parents, and then they told my family, and my mum and dad were like, why didn't you tell us? This is terrifying. Dad was like, I go to work every day. I've seen what it's like when somebody bleeds to death. He said, this is not a joke.
No.
I think she was obviously really disturbed as well.
Must be.
Really disturbed. And I hope she got the help she needed, but she didn't there and then,
No.
I don't think, because I don't think they really kind of fully understood what was going on. So I've experienced racism. I've seen my mum at the end of it as well. And it's nowhere near, I think, to the levels that people experience nowadays with what we see on the internet. I got it when I was first elected as well. During COVID times, when I was coming out of Parliament, I was wearing a mask, and there was people shouting, "Watch out! Watch out! COVID's about!" And
no way.
But it's and people sending me pictures of East Asian people eating live animals and stuff, and videos. But I think there's a lot of racism that happens to East and Southeast Asians, which is people don't really talk about.
I've never heard anything about it.
No, yellow face. There was a lot of yellow face. If you look on Amazon still, on kind of Chinese New Year outfits and things, you'll see it's white models with their eyes done up and fake tashes, and it's just like an acceptable thing to do.
It's not acceptable,
no,
is
it's
it?
not acceptable. I wrote to them, obviously.
Naturally, Sarah.
Naturally. And I did a lot of work with a lot of East and Southeast Asian groups, whether in business and the public sector as well, during COVID, because there was huge spikes of racism. Because if you looked at every picture during COVID, it was given a face. It was given a racial identity.
Yeah.
And it looked like me. It looked like me and my mum with masks on. And so, I think everybody's experience of racism is different, and it has formed a lot of the work that I do now. As chair of Women and Equality Select Committee, we've just done work on gendered Islamophobia, because we know that hatred doesn't stay in one lane.
No.
But I think one of the worst times was when my mum saw something on Facebook, and she said, this guy said, "Oh, she's not even British anyway."
About you being elected.
Yeah, she's not even from this country. And my mum was like, "Does he not like you because of me?" And I was like, "No, Mum." I said, he doesn't like me because he's racist.
Yeah.
I said, but also, if he doesn't like my ethnicity, he's not going to like my views on equality. He's not going to like my views on anything to do with looking after vulnerable people and refugees. He's just not going to like me.
Yeah.
I said, it's not a you thing. But it broke my heart when Mum said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really disturbing.
Yeah.
I think in terms of racism, let's talk about racism in Luton. Do you think that's increasing?
I think the probably prevalence in terms of the tools for it is increasing. So I've been really tough on Elon Musk and social media, and we're seeing the social media ban come in for under 16s. Kind of might be good, might not be good.
Yeah.
But ultimately, social media and online spaces should be safe for everyone to use.
Absolutely.
I report blatant Islamophobia, blatant
I've
anti-black
I've seen it.
Rhetoric.
Yeah.
And Meta just turn around and go, it's not an issue. They say it's not violating any of our codes of conduct. And I'm like, well, what kind of code of conduct do you have?
Yeah.
So I think it's got worse in the fact that you used to be able to shut the door. I don't think you can shut the door anymore.
You can't.
And then that goes for bullying, that goes for kind of stalking and harassment, that goes for racism, it goes for every kind of hatred that you can think of. We can't close our door and say this is our safe space. We have to close the door and then put that in a drawer.
Yeah. It's the only way you can get away from it.
Yeah.
How can we combat it?
I think we've got to get tough on them. So when I say we get tough on them, in every other walk of life, we buy a car, we buy a drug, we buy a food, we buy even a pen. It has to pass certain safety standards. It can't be unsafe for us to use.
Yeah.
Right? But yet, social media and the internet, all the algorithms that go for it, that kind of addictive nature of it all, and some of the content, the harmful content, we just say, yeah, have at it. And they make billions out of us. Elon Musk is now a trillionaire.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it, to think that someone with so much power and status still isn't doing any good.
No, he's not doing good.
Not doing any good at all.
He's not doing good with it.
No.
And his cars are rubbish. Sorry.
She said that.
Yeah. So it's just, I think that they should pay for the damage that they do to our society. And I also think that we should be tougher with it. If it's not safe for the British public and public consumption, then we should say this is the standard you need to obtain before you can be. And I think that's a sensible way of doing it. But kind of the horse is already bolted, so we're having the conversation afterwards.
Yeah. I think a lot of the public, their main concern is for the children.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm so glad that mine are grown up and able to say, okay, that doesn't work for me. I don't need to let. But for young people and children, it's a dangerous space, I think. It's a dangerous place.
I think
and you've got young children.
Yeah, I've got a little one, and she absolutely hates the phone. She hates it. She did like a little poster kind of banning them. She wants to ban phones. She wants to ban cars as well.
Good girl.
She wants to ban phones. She thinks they're miserable. She thinks they make people miserable, and she hates them.
You've got to agree with her.
I've got to agree with her. She's right. And I go to schools in Luton, and I say, how do you feel after an hour of scrolling? And they said they feel pretty miserable. And I said,
is that what they say? Is the response?
The primary school kids, they say they feel pretty miserable. And I said, how do you feel when you've been out on a park for an hour? They were like, tired, but good, happy.
Yeah.
And I said, we all know it's not good for us.
But we still do it.
We still do it.
Addicted.
I do it. My mum does it. Is this real? No. So it's not
AI.
I think it is draining our kind of society of that meaningful contact as well. And it doesn't make you happy. It never makes you happy at the end of it. I wrote a breakup letter to Elon Musk.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. When I quit X, and then I took my select committee off X as well.
Really?
We were the first select committee to come off X. I said, I'm not legitimising this level of hate. You make money out of hate and misery. I'm not doing it.
Well done, you.
And also, I'm on women and equalities. We talk about things like menopause and FGM and cosmetic surgery and women in comedy and misogyny in music. Because, I'm not going to have any sensible engagement on this next. So we're off. Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Coming back to Luton and the economic situation in the town. How do you see it?
I'm excited. I think we're at a really exciting stage.
I'm same.
If you can look outside at the moment, there's cranes everywhere. There's building everywhere. Stadiums happening. The Luton train station is happening in the town centre.
Finally getting a lift for the people with disabilities.
And I can't wait until hopefully we get one for Leagrave, and I've not stopped on that. I've not stopped.
Why have we not got one at... Because you can't... How do you get over the bridge then?
You don't.
You don't, do you?
You don't.
I never thought about that, because when I come into Leagrave, I come in from the BP end. So I'm assuming if I'm in a wheelchair, I can go up the ramp. But it's still quite... I never thought about
You can't go over. And so if you can go to London.
Yeah.
And you can go to Bedford.
Yeah.
But you can't go back.
You can't go back.
You just get stranded in the middle aisle. Yeah. So
never thought about that.
It's really miserable.
Yeah.
It's something I campaigned on since 2019, and I'm going to carry on. But we need to have third-party funding.
Okay.
And I think the exciting thing here is we've got Universal Studios, we've got the airport expanding. Hopefully, we've got the football stadium, we've got new homes being built. There's so much happening that actually I think this is a really exciting time. So I've got to be able to piece those and make that argument that we need that there. There's nearly 2 million journeys made every year from Leagrave. We deserve a decent station.
Yeah, we do.
And if you want to stop people travelling from the top end of town, where I represent, through into Rachel's patch in the town centre, because we don't get anywhere fast in a car here.
No.
Then you've got to sort out the train station.
Got to upgrade it. What is your 2040 vision for Luton?
Now, my ideal dream is by 2040, I'll be completely grey. And what I want is that young people don't have to leave Luton to get their dream job. That's what I want.
That's really good.
That is it.
That is so good.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's what I came in to do.
Right.
Because I know what that feels like. And it's horrible. And I know the community here in Luton and the feeling of family and it being so important. And it breaks people's hearts when you have to leave to go and get your dream job. And actually, with all these different opportunities, whether it's kind of engineering side of things at the airport, whether it is retail, tourism, construction, any of the things that are going on at the moment, there's so many exciting things to be doing.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to do that here. And not feel they have to go to London or up north to get these jobs. Because we are turning out brilliant young people, and they don't realise that there's opportunities here. And I don't want them to leave.
No.
I want to keep them here. Not against their will, but I want them to think.
You want to think, I want to work here.
Yeah, I want to work here. I want to live here. I want to raise a family here. I want to go out and into the town and have some fun. And we'll be able to do that when we get our music venues, and we invest in. We see that regeneration that's going to happen in Marsh Farm. That's going to happen in the town centre. That's what I want.
As a town with a university and no entertainment outlet, what's that about, Sarah?
It breaks my heart.
It's terrible. My heart. I tell my children back in the day how you had to queue in Gordon Street to get into the club, and that is from the venue to the bottom of the road across to the cinema, and they just and they have to actually produce pictures of queues to get into venues. And that's not just people in Luton, that's people coming from outside. People come from near and far to come to Luton for a night out. It's just so poor. So poor.
I think this isn't just a Luton thing.
Right.
I think after COVID, a lot of clubs and venues really struggled to come back.
Yeah.
And also young people want something different. I think it's sad that they don't want to go out.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the majority don't.
No. And I don't know whether this is a mobile phone thing or, like, we'd go out, I'd have fun and not worry about it.
No.
But would I go out and have fun and do the same things I was doing then, thinking, oh, someone's got a phone on every like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Would I dance like no one's watching? I do now because I'm a mum and I don't care.
Yeah.
But would I ever, as a self-conscious teenager, would I dance and like no one's watching?
Because you know it might be uploaded on socials because they think, what's she doing? Or what's he doing? Yeah.
Look at her thinking she can dance. Yeah. So I don't know whether it's a combination of that, whether it's venues, whether it is a change of what people want. But I personally think as well, like, Europe has got it right on some of these, the nighttime economy.
Yeah.
People want to eat late. Like, when it's hot, oh my God.
I don't want to eat at 6, 7 o'clock at night.
I don't want to eat, I want to eat later.
Late, 9, 10,
I want to go out. I want to sit down. I want to be able to... And I think the more that we kind of change our lifestyle as well, and people want to go out for a walk as well late at night, because it's still sunny, at 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's about changing what we want from our town centre. It's never going to be the same as it was. People always want something different, but ensuring that people get what they want is the best thing. I can hear birthdays.
I can hear birthdays too, and if anyone can pick that up, I think it's Tisha's birthday here at Greenbridge.
Is she going out?
She doesn't go out.
Okay, fine.
No, she doesn't go out. What do you think are the main issues that people come to you with in Luton? What are the main things that they come to the office and say, how can you help me with this, Sarah? What are those things?
Well, if you'd asked me 6-7 months ago, I would have said housing. A quarter of our casework was around housing. I get about 400 to 500 emails a day.
A day?
A day, yeah, a day. If you think I represent 75,000 people, that's just voters. And then if you think there's also a large number of that are under 18 as well. Mm-hmm. So it's a large number of people. Mm-hmm. And we know that people have complex needs, really complex needs. But I'd say over the last 6-7 months, things have got slightly better in terms of the housing casework. And we've been able to work with partners, with organisations, with CAB, with the council even, to try and get a little bit more movement within housing.
That is good news.
A bit more sustainable kind of, I think, agreements as well with people and expectations and decent conversations and really understanding where people are coming from and what they need. The second one, it is antisocial behaviour, I'd say, as well. I get a lot, and I'll get tagged in a lot of things on Facebook. Please don't tag me in things on Facebook. I can't take them up formally. You have to email me. Because otherwise things get lost, and I'm not always on social media.
No.
So I'd say that there's that, and mental health and loneliness is huge. And quite often people come and say, they'll tell me it's something, and actually what they're really, once you unpick it, once you sit down with somebody or once you have a conversation with them, it's something else.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. And I think mental health is a big part of it. It's a big part of it. And even if you have got an issue, whether it comes to finances or whether it comes to immigration or whether it comes to housing, it's going to impact your health. Because if it's causing you enough stress. To come see your MP, you're not going to be happy.
No.
So I would say that mental health is the overriding one. But in terms of singular issues, housing, antisocial behaviour, those sorts of things.
Is the party looking to bring in affordable housing? Because it's a massive problem.
Yeah, it is. It's a massive problem.
Because all these sites that we see are going up and not out. No. I get it. And I remember moving to Luton when I was 4 then. So much green space. I love green space. And I get it, because we it is a commuter town, isn't it? Where people live here and work out. But what we need is people to live here and work here.
That's what I want.
That's what we need.
Live here and stay here and work here. And play here.
And play.
Yeah.
And also do something about the traffic.
Traffic. So...
I can't.
Yeah. I mean...
This week's been... I don't know what's going on in Hatters Way. If anyone does know, please let me know. I think there's temporary lights, and they've also put speed restrictions in, which is what's going up, isn't it? Which is what's causing the problem. But in and around the town centre... I try not to drive into town. I've had to today. Yeah.
But I try not to drive into town. My mum is forever on the Z bus. That Z bus, she loves it.
It's the best thing.
Absolutely loves it.
It's the best thing.
And she lives in Lucy, and she's like, the Z bus, she'd beat me there. She would beat me. If she took the Z bus and I took my car, she'd beat me.
Yeah.
And
it is amazing.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
But we need to be able to get the kind of ease of travel for everybody. And so I did host a roundtable recently about sustainable travel to and from the airport, which included buses, which included the trains, which included even coaches. No one ever thinks about National Express.
No.
But there's lots of different things and different ways that people are thinking about the journeys, because with all that really exciting stuff with Universal, we're going to have so many people coming from all over the world to come here.
Yeah. How are they going to manage the traffic flow?
Exactly. So that's why I want them to have that plan ready to go.
Yeah. That's good.
It's not even when the park's open, it's about construction workers as well. There's going to be 20,000 construction workers needed. So
it's amazing.
It's amazing. That's brilliant.
It's so good.
But in terms of housing, yes, there is definitely a need for affordable housing. There's definitely a need as well for affordable rent.
Yes.
And I'm really excited that hopefully we will see. This was something I really pushed for when I was shadow minister for local government, was that we should have a landlord licensing scheme. We should have.
Yeah, standard.
And we waited, like the council put it in, and yet if you were going to have more than one ward, one tiny patch of Luton, you had to get agreement from the Secretary of State, which was then Michael Gove. He never gave it. He never gave it. Whereas now we're changing it so that councils can actually say, we need a landlord licensing scheme.
Yes.
And for me, housing means health. It means your education. It's your progress in life. It should be your safety net.
Yeah.
And yet all of this can be impacted by one landlord. They should be responsible. And that's why I think we need the licensing scheme, because we've got a lot of rogue landlords. We've got some good ones.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There are people that do it and they do it well.
Well, yeah.
But we've got some absolute wrong uns. And we need to be able to flush that out, because people are paying through the nose. They get too scared to say. Something's like, they'll come to me and they'll say, look at this, what I'm paying for, look at the mould, or the lack of fire safety, or the fact that they're crammed in. And I'll say, do you want me to take this up? And I can't, and they won't want me to take it up because they're scared.
Yeah, that they might be
kicked out. Yeah, absolutely terrified. So we've stopped the Section 21 no fault evictions.
Yeah.
We've introduced the right for pets, for renters. We're trying to tip the balance, basically, because I think building houses is one part of it, making them affordable is another, but we've got to sort out the private rented sector as well.
Definitely. With regard to the mental health side, how can we support the people of Luton better, do you think?
Oh, do you know what? I think people in Luton really support each other well. And I've always said that if we could bottle our kind of societal capital, the community capital that we have, we'd be richer than any of kind of the big money districts in London.
There is a big sense of community here, isn't there?
We look after each other. But it's on goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on goodwill.
So what's the rest of... Oh, we're in June. Halfway through June. What's the rest of 2026 looking like for you?
Busy. Busy.
It's crazy.
Busy, yeah. And like, if I'm not working, then I'm hopefully trying to make it up to my kid that I don't get to see very much.
I know.
And like, she's constantly giving me grief about not. She's like, "Have you talked about the environment today? Have you?
So she's the next MP.
I mean, she may not do this by legitimate causes. I don't know whether there'll be student strikes or whatever, but yeah, no, I think we've got a lot of work in our Women and Equality Select Committee. Next week, we're questioning the Secretary of State for Education and for Women and Equalities, Bridget Phillipson. We're doing work on women in sport. and it's not women's participation on the pitch, it's
Right.
off the pitch. So it's coaching, it's physio, it's refereeing, it's umpiring.
And getting paid.
Pardon?
And getting paid.
Getting paid.
The same level as if you were a
Yeah.
guy.
And
Sorry, Abdul.
getting treated the same. Getting treated the same.
You're doing
you've
the job.
seen it in the World Cup at the moment, the women officials.
I know. I saw it last night for the first
Oh,
time.
I loved it. I was like, oh, you've gone full. Come back
Come
here.
back.
Yeah, get here. But it's interesting how the different sports would react as well.
Yeah.
So when we had a judo umpire come in, she's like, we don't really get that. What we'd get is the social media stuff afterwards.
Right.
And the comments afterwards. So different sports would be very different, and rugby tends to be one where people they don't challenge the ref in the same way that they do with football.
Right.
So I think there's different hurdles to take, and I didn't realise that the women's referees and lines keepers and all that, they have to reach the same physical fitness as the men. And there's no leeway for it.
No.
Even if they've had a
But they don't
baby,
get paid the same.
maternity. Some do. She says she gets paid the same, the lady that came and gave evidence to us, which was good.
That is good news.
Same as tennis umpires. They get paid the same. They get paid
That
the same.
starts in next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to Wimbledon.
I'm really excited, and just like, it was just amazing. We had like a woman, Lisa, come talk to us about basketball. So this is I love this piece of work. We did misogyny in music as well, where we pushed for the NDAs, non-disclosure agreement ban. And now we're doing women in comedy, because there's this myth that women aren't funny.
Oh, we're hilarious.
I mean, like, if you don't
We're
get our
funny.
jokes, that's
on you.
that's your problem. But yes, and also like how that's not seen as an art form, so it's not recognised as a proper art form, so they don't get any arts
Funding for it.
No, and it's seen as a hobby, and quite often gigs happen very late at night, so women have talked to us about safety. There's an underrepresentation of diversity within the code of gender disparities as well. So yeah, we're continuing in our women in comedy, and we've done egg freezing and egg donations as well, and cosmetic surgery. Like I love it because it's cross-cutting. There isn't just one lane that we stay in. No.
You're across all the lanes.
Yeah.
I think to finish with is the exciting news about the £20 million over 10 years for Marsh Farm. As a Marsh Farm resident for 40 years, I am so excited to see how that's going to pan out. How do you see it working?
I'm so excited. So when the minister phoned me, it was Miata before she resigned. I screamed down the phone. Luckily, Miata knows me, but I wasn't going to style it out. I wasn't going to be like, yeah, cool,
Yeah.
that's great, yeah. No, I just was like, do you know what this means?
I
just said,
I don't think they realise.
I said, do you know what this means? I said, and how much of a difference this is going to make, and how much people will do good with it.
Yeah.
I was like, not a penny will be wasted. I just promised her, I was like, not a penny will be wasted. She was like, I know. And I was like, no, you don't get me. I said, we are going to make the most out of every single penny. And the fact that it's not me that gets to decide, it's not the council that gets to decide,
It's the residents.
residents, and it will be a board, and it will be made up of people. The only thing I've stipulated that I really want is young people's voices on it.
Yes.
Because we are a young town.
And they're the future of the town.
Yeah, and if this is over something that's going to be for a whole generation for the future of Marsh Farm, I want them to see it and to grow up with it.
Yeah.
And to go, that's mine. I did that.
Yeah.
I said that. I said it should be like this. And there's so many things that we can do with it. And there's a lot of space in Marsh Farm, actually. You talked about it being green, like Luton being green years ago. Actually, Luton's still quite green.
It is, but in terms of whether, I think maybe more centrally they're building rather than on the peripheral, because there is still a lot of like Warden Hills and I don't think that's part of it really, Barton, Cutting and all the rest of it. But Marsh Farm still's got a lot.
Yeah, still a lot.
And we noticed that more so, I think, in COVID, when we had to walk. And I was like to my husband, oh my God, is that still there? Oh my God, is that still Like, really, it's... And then I think when you come off that, we call it the horseshoe roundabout, that whole area that goes to Sundon Park and back to the flats, I didn't realise that that was all still so green.
Yeah, it is really green, and some of those trees there along that kind of are in between Sundon Park and Marsh Farm. They're so old. So I've also with like Brammingham Wood there. I did with the Woodland Trust, I did a tree survey with them. And actually some of the smaller trees are like hundreds of years old, and they do the health of them, they do the safety of them.
Yeah.
And they were talking to me, and I was like, this is an ancient kind of woodland really. And no one thinks about it. And then every year it's carpeted with bluebells. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. And that backs onto my house.
Oh, it's just so nice.
We get loads now. The committee obviously go around, they clean up and they make it nice. We're getting badgers, we're getting the foxes, we're getting the foxes' families, and insects, and it's just lovely to walk through.
It's so nice, and
it's beautiful.
Like today, I said to you that at the beginning, I was at Woodland School, and we were out in their gardens with their allotments, with everything. They were selling plants,
so much.
And the kids all do it, and the staff do it, and you see how much love and care there is. And for me, I really want all of the young people's voices from all of the schools, Warlords, Whitefields, Lee Manor, Woodlands, because they deserve something to call their own as well. And they may well not come up with stuff that's youth central. They might, because some of them have come up with different things. It's accessibility. It's about like whether they feel safe, whether they want to spend time, whether it is as pretty as they want it to be as well.
Yeah, of course.
But there is definitely, there's going to be a way that everybody can feed in, and that for me is so exciting. And it's really trusting of government. Usually they're like, no, you have to spend the money like this, and you're going to spend it out by this time and do it this way, and it has to be shovel ready. Oh, that word, shovel ready. No. The community can do it with it how they want to.
Yeah, that's so good. And it's going to be really powerful.
I'm just so excited.
You're not the only one.
Yay!
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in on this exceptionally hot day.
Is that it?
That's it.
I loved it. It was just like a little chat.